Hey there, how you doing? Charlie Winters here with horse racing and football tips for Saturday, the 20th of January. Well, let's get straight into it. It's a poor card, obviously. We've only got the all-weather, and I'm purely going for Lingfield. I do actually really like the look of these selections, and I shall talk you through them. There is also a football bet. So, yeah, let's get into it. So, the bet is on the horse racing is just a 7p each way. Lucky 63 comes to £8.82. The reason why I haven't topped it up to a tenner by having an each way committee because I picked two very big prices that could sneak the frame, but the shorter prices, I really like the look of them, and I'm going to talk you through them. So the first selection is Revolutionise at 6-1 in the 12:15 at Lingfield, paying 4 places instead of 3. This horse ran in this race last year, and it was a much better race last year. You had several horses rated in the 80s, whereas this year it's a 0-78, and this horse has been rated much higher in the past. And I believe that by running this horse at Chelmsford, which I'm not convinced it likes, it's managed to bring down its handicap rating, and I think it's just on the way up again, reaching a little bit of a peak form, and I think this race is more than within this horse's compass to at least place, and therefore it is my nap of the day. The second selection is Raintown at 6-1 in the 125 at Lingfield, paying 4 places instead of 3. This horse, to be fair, I looked at these about an hour ago, and I tell you what, let me get into this. So it's 125. Not the best start to video, but you're not really going to see too much of this because I'm going to talk you through it rather than showing you exactly what I'm looking at. So it's a Marlin 4. Right, so first of all, Amazing. There you go. Amazing is drawn 12. Definitely vulnerable from that draw. And also, when it won last time, its breeding doesn't suggest it really wants a Marlin 4. Well, it won over a Marlin 4, so I'm not saying it doesn't stay a Marlin 4. I'm just thinking drawn 12 over a Marlin 4 again could be question marks being asked. So let me click on Raintown. I'm not going to do this on all of them. It's just that for this horse, I'd actually forgot the reason why. So Raintown. Yeah, so you can't quite see the bottom of the screen, but started its career very well by being quite prolific on the all-weather at Lingfield, Wolverhampton, and Lingfield again, right up to a mile and 2. And then, as you can see, it has a summer campaign, but it starts off at a rating of 80, and by the end of it, drops to a rating of 71, just in time for the all-weather season to start again. And what did it do? It ran a cracker, only being beaten a length and a quarter. I think this horse is purely an all-weather horse. So it's gradually hitting, well, I say gradually hitting a bit of form. I think Kempton, it ran a decent race in a Class 5. Lingfield, oh, I'll tell you what, sorry, yes. So you won't be able to see this, but I'm currently hovering right at Lingfield on that run towards rear. So there's been question marks on its 3 runs, although they are okay runs, but it's raced prominent, in touch, prominent again, and this is the most expensive race that this horse has been in this year, and it's 7,000 to the winner, whereas it's only raced in £4,000 races, and I believe they've been getting it ready by racing prominently, and I think this horse prefers being held up, and I think you will see a better run. And it's drawn 3, and David Probert, excellent on the all-weather, so I think it's got every chance for that reason, off a very competitive handicap mark. The third selection is Woodstock City at 40-1 in the 2 o'clock at Lingfield, paying 5 places instead of 3. First of all, the 5 places jumps out. What also jumps out, I think there's about 14 runners in this race, and I've only seen 2 horses that lie up with the pace. There's another one, and this Woodstock City. Well, I tipped this horse to run well at Newcastle last time, and it did up until it actually came right in contention and was travelling okay. Then it didn't quite. I'm not quite sure what happened to it. It folded quite tamely. However, there's a horse that likes to lead. No other horse. There is no other horse that will take that horse on. And I think this Woodstock City, drawn 9, will race prominently, and I believe there'll be the leader, and this horse will be on its outside, and they could choose the pace they want to run at. And I think they could potentially slow it right down, and it could be a sprint off a final bend. And a lot of those horses that like to be held up, generally, they like a fast pace for it to collapse, then finish well. I'm thinking a slow pace. A lot of those horses could be tapped for toe that want to make late ground, and maybe this horse and the leader could get first run on it. I'm merely trying to work the race out. At 40-1, it is clearly the outsider of the lot, so it's expected to finish last or second to last. I just think it could finish it further forward than that, and 5 places is tempting. The 4th selection is Bedford Flyer at 13-2 in the 2:35 at Lingfield, paying 4 places instead of 3. This horse is trained by Mick Appleby. He's had it a while now, but I think it's an all-weather horse. It had a bit of once again, this horse had a turf campaign, didn't do a great deal, and has dropped to a very competitive mark. And I think there's no better than Mick Appleby winning these tasty prizes, and I think Bedford Flyer has got an excellent chance. The next selection is Daisy at 16-1 in the 10:3 at Lingfield, paying 4 places instead of 3. This is from a small stable, and I think this horse, it's untried over this distance, I believe, but I think this stable are merely trying to sneak a place. It says the Oaks trial, but it is a handicap, so it's not like it's going to get black type, but it could win some nice prize money for a relatively low rated horse. 16-1 being the outside of the lot doesn't mean it's a complete no-hoper. 16-1 is a very competitive price for about I think it's about a 12 runner field, 10, 11, 12 run field. And I think it's got a sneak. It could maybe sneak a place. And one of the more interesting horses, so the next best, is Smart Champion at 16-1 in the 3:45 at Lingfield, paying 4 places instead of 3. And I'll be completely honest, this horse is ready to win when they want it to win. It is ridiculously well handicapped. The problem is, it's been kept a county behind everything else. It's been held up last, never involved. This horse wins the race, in my opinion, what they're aiming for. Is it this race? I don't know. And that's not a get-out stakes or a get-out clause. Smart Champion is ridiculously well handicapped. And if there's some money for it, or if it reappears, it's ready to win now. So in the next 2 or 3 runs, I think it's ready to win. I hope it's this race on Saturday. So 16-1, tasty price, especially first 4. And for those of you that are disappointed with the racing, let's get onto the football, because it's easy to follow if you want an interest. There's little racing, so have a little bit of an investment in the football. So all it is, you go to the football market. So all you do is, it's a £10 stake, it's a £6 treble. It's a £6 over 2.5 goals treble. So all you do, I should tell you the matches, then I'll quickly show you how to do it, how to put it on. So the matches are Notts County versus Stockport County, Norwich City versus West Brom, and Sheffield Wednesday versus Coventry. Let me show you how to put this bet on. So you go to the football market. In fact, let's start again. You go to the football markets. These are the football markets. Go to competitions on Sky Bet. Slightly different on some of the other bookmaking sites. So go to the Sky Bet Championship and you will see there's a match tonight. So you just skip that and go to tomorrow's. I'd had Southampton, but it's a dinner time kickoff, and there's no way, if the bet lets me down, I'm going without a football bet at 3 o'clock. So all you do, click on Norwich West Brom, scroll down, click on goals, under over goals, click on that, scroll down, over 2.5. Then all you need to do now is go to the Notts County match versus Stockport and Sheffield Wednesday Coventry. So you do exactly the same. So it's a £6 over 2.5 goals treble. It's then a £3 over 3.5 goals treble, same matches. And finally, a £1 treble over 4.5 goals. And let me just let you know, well, Boris Johnson, shocking. This bet is getting very interesting. So for those of you that followed me at the beginning of the season, it was a £1 11 doubles. So basically what I was going for, I was picking 3 teams, combining them in 2 different leagues, and having a reverse forecast double, just for the season bet. So we're currently shouting on Leicester and Southampton, which is 12-1. So basically, if that one comes up, we'll have £12 going on 2. And currently, we've got the first 3 in League 2. I believe Stockport top at league. I think Wrexham are second and Mansfield are third. So at the moment, it's hard to tell whether it's Stockport or Wrexham that's going to be. I think Mansfield, you can't count them out. So I think it's actually going to be Mansfield and Stockport, which is 25-1. So we're gonna looks like we could have £12 going on to 25-1 chance. So very tasty. And there's also another bet on William Hill. And all we're hoping for in that one mainly is Cardiff to finish in the bottom half. And that's pretty much up because I had Derby to finish top 6, Aston Villa to be top Midlands club in the Premiership. Well, that's all they've got to do is beat Wolves and Forest. Stockport, I believe it was either top 3 or top 6. And I think that's it. So anyway, so that's Saturday's bets. If there's a bit of a return from the afternoon horse racing, I may have a quick flutter on, or a quick look, and maybe a flutter on Wolverhampton's evening fixture. But don't hold your breath with that one because I think I've probably placed enough bets as it is. So it's heading towards a £20, well, £18.82 actually. So if you hear at this point during the video, type in 12 minutes and 40, and I appreciate everybody that has watched it so far or to this far. So if you give me a like or a subscribe, that's up to you. I really appreciate it. Give me a like for good luck. So the very best of luck. Charlie Winters, over and out. Cheers, mate.